And we're back in the race, and we're currently watching the Vortex car going through the lap traffic. So, quick explanation, the computer on which the stream was running had a failure. It got rebooted, and now we're running the stream on it again. So guys, what do we have missed?
We seem to have found that after the pit stops, or perhaps during Inex, up to second overall, getting past the Infinity Esports Pro car. Robin Friscott's in the Inex car now, and he's pulled out a fair distance from the Infinity car. Vortex still have a very, very healthy lead at the front of the field. 25 seconds over Inex. So far we're running lap 60, lap 59 of green flag running. We're just past the 90-minute mark with 4.5 hours still to go.
So, a quick rundown through the positions. We currently have Vortex in the lead. In front of Inex Racing and Infinity Esports. Then we've got Genuine Racing in second position, currently with Pitcairn driving. In front of the other Genuine Racing car, the number 10 with Robin Hyman. So he stayed in the car after the first round of pit stops. Then Tuskanen of Exin Sim Sports in 6th position. 7th Core Racing Pro 1 with Gunzelmann. 8th Conquest Racing Pro with Kowalowski, 9th Last Lap Motorsports with Janša, and 10th Hellenic Racing Team, currently the best placed amateur team. And from what I see, E-Team has lost quite some ground, significantly.
Indeed, they're right up in about 4th or 5th position overall, for comfortably in the lead of the amateur class. But they're down third in class now, 13th overall. But it is in the amateur class, FXR lockout of the podium, which isn't terribly surprising here at South City.
Yeah, what's neither surprising is Hellenic Racing Team again being right at the top of the amateur class. They've had some very good performance during the 24-hour race.
Yeah, it's a very, very impressive win in the amateur class in the FXR at Kyoto Grand Prix Long, which you wouldn't expect, but they're pretty dominant now.
So yeah, in the amateur class, the top three are Hellenic Racing Team from the Fast Motorsports Bus and Savage Sims. No, E-Team, sorry. E-Team who got around Team Virus, it seems. But only in track, it seems. And on the real track, Virus is still ahead of the E-Team, which is more or less a satellite team these days of Virus. Close battles here on track on LLM Pro and Hellenic Racing Team. We're looking here at Scuderia Gas Racing. Who fell back quite significantly on the last lap. Lost a couple of positions. Behind them, that's the car of Last Motorsports Bus 2. Pit stops shouldn't be too far away.
And meanwhile, we've got the lead battle in amateur really hotting up now. They're virtually nose to tail coming onto the back straight. It's Hellenic Racing Team against Last Motorsports. as Chris Ford would probably say, it's bus wars between these two in the FXRs.
Yeah, maybe that's also the reason why Last Lap Motorsports named their amateur teams bus teams in the FXR.
Indeed. But they're not going to be challenging for the lead quite yet. Not close enough.
Maybe another lap, and then they could be in reach. Move very close through this technical section. Though it seemed like the bus had a bus team. Yeah. Good explanation. The Last Lap Motorsports team has lost quite a few meters.
And it's also interesting to note that the car immediately in front of this battle on track and for position is the one of the Last Lap Motorsports Pro cars. It would be interesting to see if that's going to play a role in helping the AM car at all.
In the past we've seen many situations where the Pro car was behind the amateur car. So a very rare scene, but it looks like the Pro car is now falling victim to the Hellenic Racing bus.
Side by side through turn 1, but Hellenic gets forced out wide and doesn't get past as yet. Now there's a mistake. We've got LLM looking up the inside into turn 3. Gets it down to his contact. Oh, they've both lost out from that, but LLM gets through. Very scrappy.
Yeah, and it's Virus who's taking these positions.
And E-Team as well. Up past Hellenic's FXR. Up into second in class.
Virus, who had this very big incident with Genuine Racing just before we had this little technical issue, and they are now taking another position. Should be in 10th now, if I see it correctly.
Right, but LLM coming to the pits quite slowly as well. Very slowly. Came to a halt and stuck it in reverse gear just before the entry line at start of the speed limit. No idea what that was about. But now E-Team moved to the lead amateur for the time being.
So E-Team is leading again in the class. E-Team pretty close to Virus, but only doing the technical sections. Losing a touch too much on the other parts of the track. car driver renamed himself on the server. That was the 75. Which is Last Lap Motorsports Bus 2. So they might be in trouble. Currently being in the middle of a battle with Merida, could it be? Scuderia Gas, I mean. They're trying it around the outside, not through the king. Now braking to the inside. Many cars there, including the leaders of Vortex. Vortex now has to get through this pack.
Which he does. The LM car pulls over and gives him plenty of space. As he does with Garbolowski in the number 11, which is a lap down from the overall leader.
Behind Scuderia Gas currently is the team of 6th A Thunder. Or how they were called at the beginning of the season, 6 to the power of A Thunder. While the other car in this three-way battle for its 23rd position just went to pit lane.
Oh, we got a puncture for Dig Breeding Program Pro Car, the number 21. Entering the final sector now, coming onto the overpass. Got a left front puncture. His teammate just managed to get by unscathed, but certainly not what the Dig Breeding Program need.
Haven't they had this puncture just an hour ago?
Yes, I believe so. It was a right front that time.
Yeah, that was a right front, now it's a left front. But what are they doing to the tires, honestly?
Could be locking up a lot, could be... I don't know, it could be contact with the wall, hurting it. Could be a number of things, just not looking up it, but it's just too... it's not a good sign at all to have 2 punctures in the first 2 hours like this.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the race, having five or six punctures is not really something improving your results. Turning to track in 19th position. But directly in a fight with Gisela, and Gisela for Last Lap Motorsports Amateurs, the not bus car. So they're in 20th now, and Vortex already behind them again. Last Lap Motorsports not with an ideal move how to let Vortex pass. Stick breeding program right in the bumper. And they have to keep this distance until the overpass.
Well, they both made a mistake coming into the final sector. The green rear arm taps the wall due to in the LLM car it's a bit of a wiggle on the rear.
Breaking up these two a bit, but LLM runs wide.
Well, the last time I suppose number 67 is back in the pits. That was in not too long ago from the leader now. Unless I'm
Yeah, they were just 6
it.
minutes out of the pit lane.
Very odd. Apparently they had a puncture, the right front puncture, which is very strange considering they haven't even been on that set of tyres long, presumably. Unless they didn't change tyres.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is they forgot to change tyres. Hellenic Racing is closing up to E-Team, it seems. E-Team currently lapping the Green Angus car. One of those two. Oh, and there's even a driver change. Dalda is disconnecting from the server. Now that makes it even more strange, I would say. and from what I am told, it was a miscommunication.
Safety cars stand by, safety car boards and flags, safety car boards and flag.
We've got a safety car out.
We've got a car upside down. It's core racing. It's
Number
the
9 pro
number
car.
9 car, which had this awful luck at the start of the race already, where we were pretty happy that it didn't roll. Now it rolled.
And there's a whole heap of new drivers entering the server for pit stops. It's almost bang on 2-hour mark. So it's perfect time for a lot of these cars to make their second pit stop of the day.
Yeah, true. Server getting full. So there we see the safety car slowly waiting for the signal by race control to catch the leader.
This is really terrible news for Vortex overall leaders, who had a very healthy lead up front, at least 20-25 seconds last time I looked. That's going to be wiped out completely.
Question will be how many cars are in between the leader and the second place team. So under caution for the first time today. 4 hours and 1 minute to go. Roundabout at least.
Vortex and Infinity pitted, whereas Isaac Price in the Inex racing car hasn't. And it will just about take second place. Okay, I guess Inex must have pitted recently. They've got new tyres on anyway.
Yeah, they did 2 pit stops as well. I think they were just in before the safety car came out. Maybe, and even this is thinkable, they saw the car rolling, directly turned it into the pit lane. Thereby pitted 1 lap earlier compared to everyone else.
Indeed, although that almost didn't work for them because they were getting held up under safety car by the number 75 11 car, I believe. It wasn't allowing them to go as quickly as they would have wanted. They only just held on to second place with the Infinity car, which coming out of the pits at the time.
Yeah, it was a close call.
In fact, they made contact at turn 2, right after Infinity came out the pits. Nothing too major. Oh, and Infinity coming in again. This is...
The first reports tell us that the core car kind of flipped himself. which doesn't make this incident make less tragic because they are out of the race now. Retiring just after 2 hours is not really what you want in a 6-hour race.
One car that's benefited a lot from this is the number 10 Genuine Racing. Robin Heigeman at the wheel at the moment is up to third after Infinity's pit stop. And the next car in the queue in front of him is the next car, which is for position.
Yes, suddenly there is a Genuine Racing car in reach of the podium. And it's not that colorful car what one thought it was My Little Pony inspired. Sorry for that one.
And another important thing which I've just noticed is one of the cars that's going to be on the lead lap at the back of near the back of the train is the number 56 Savage Supersports AM car, and that is the only AM car that's on the lead lap. So it will have virtually a full lap over the next car in its class. It's a huge advantage for it. It's similar to what Hellenic had quite early on in the 24-hour race, which helped it put itself in a very good position to win that race.
Indeed. Very lucky caution for Savage. Very lucky it fell right in this pit stop period. Only two drivers confirmed on the Savage car, so I wonder how many laps Martin Paul will do.
Well, is there not a rule in the amateur category that the pro driver in the car can only do 33% of the race?
Yeah, true. So he will. Wait a second. That would mean that he would have to be out of the car right now because
Indeed.
Just. Now it's the question: is Martin Capel listed as a pro driver? I honestly don't know.
I'll
There's
see if I
at
can
the end of this lap, by the way.
look up and find out. Martin is an amateur driver, so that's not a problem for him.
So he can. But do.
Safety car in this lap.
So restart time here. Safety car has pulled away, and now we're waiting for Vortex to
Gone,
get
Thilo.
on the throttle, and they are gone. And they look at the lead. They've got a
Green
couple
flag, green.
green flag flies. They've got a couple of cars between themselves and the second place car.
They've got an awful lot of cars. It must be about 8 cars between them. The safety car may have eradicated their big lead, but they've got a very nice cushion between themselves and the Inex genuine battle.
Yeah, which heats up in the middle of the lap traffic. I wonder how this will work out.
Oh, and
Inex
Price
gets
has been
squeezed
hitting the
into the
wall.
wall.
Into the wall goes Price with the back marker. That's that Genuine Racing in second position. Complete confusion in turn number 2 there. Alright, the safety car restart and Vortex are away again.
NX down in third position.
Oh, and
and
almost
everyone
rolling
going into
there.
the
Is
wall.
that the actual second car, the amateur class car?
Isaac Price just about clears that marker at the hairpin. Then now the target is acquired. Robin Heigeman, the next car in front of him on track.
Look at the lead Koskinen, that's right. He's just switched on today. They just seem to be determined to win this race, don't they, Vortex?
Yeah, it's normal service resumed at the front, basically. After one lap, they've got a good 5-10 second lead. About 7 seconds after one lap.
Oh, there's going to be contact surely in turn number 2. Somehow there isn't, mostly. There are 9 cars there trying to funnel through. All of them battling for position as well. Position between the virus, sorry, the last lap Motorsports car and Harai in the esports car. Absolute carnage at the start of this restart.
Oh,
and
we
there's
got a spinner.
And it's the oh,
Taxi. Oh, and the Savage car power, the amateur leader, almost gets collected big time in that incident.
yeah, he got a wiggle on the exit of the corner there. Absolutely frantic restart here at South City. 2 hours into a 6-hour race.
We have Kistner in the core pro car right up behind Dakovic in the exciting sports car for 5th overall. But I bet Kistner's not close enough to make that move quite yet. Let's go into turn 2. Kistner will no doubt have his eye on a big pack of cars in front of him, perhaps trying to figure out how he's going to be able to use that to get past Dakovic.
So of course the Genuine Racing car has yet to make a pit stop in this position. Why is the safety car this time
Number 72
has run out of fuel?
car. It must be the engine's off.
Safety car boards and flags, safety car boards and flags, safety car scramble,
That's
safety car
slightly
scramble. We have a
strange
car
if you run out
stopped
of
at
fuel.
the exit of turn 2. Car stopped,
Tire-
exit of turn 2.
Okay. Is he going to the toilet?
This is very bizarre because the engine's off.
Yes, I'm going to go and have a look, Steve. Right, is he in that position, and why is his engine off and he's in reverse?
So we are back on the safety car, second of the day, and second in about 15 minutes. Koskinen still leads for Vortex, with Heisman of Genuine Racing second,
Yep.
and Isaac Price third for Inex.
Yeah, he's out of fuel. Well, there's absolutely no doubt about it. He's run out of fuel. Managed to park it in turn 2, which is, as I said, sort of place, but this is a retirement for car number 72. Unless they're going to try and push him. Right, he's in reverse. He needs to not be in reverse. No, he's not there. This is not going to end well if you're going to push this car, because he isn't there. He's not out his wheel.
He is
By the looks
there,
of it.
but
He is
he's
there.
parking it, basically. I think he's pretty much consigned to the fact that this race
Why
is
are
over.
the yellow flags being constantly out? So obviously a miscommunication by that team as to how much fuel they were going to run. Because he's got in here, I think he might be pushed back into the pits, but no chance he's going to get out of there. Absolutely no chance.
It's quite tricky to be pushed when you're up against a wall like
Oh!
that.
Right, I'm going to go and help.
And there's more lag between them as they can get the
John the
car
Pro
push.
ends up on the other side of the car park. This will help Genuine Racing. They can now make a pit stop.
For your information, not understanding what Chris Ford and Steve are talking about. We don't have cameras there, so we cannot really show.
Well, the 72 car is now back onto the track just before turn 3.
Hopefully everyone gets around. No, there was the reading problem. Chaos. And Savage also with a very late time of notice that yeah. Chris, you're not wanting to give us a track explanation with
No.
that car? Too bad.
Martinez has decided that being in reverse gear when being pushed by a rescue car isn't the best of ideas, so he stuck it back into neutral. They're most of the way around the track now, coming up to the final corner. So he's he's going to have a bit of saving grace, but he's going to be about 8 laps down off the leader so far.
Gonna go for a quick one, guys.
And this
Safety car in this lap.
strip breaker and safety car driver will pull into the pits at the end of this lap. We'll give Koskinen a chance to see if he can build up another big lead.
Well, he's hoping so.
So it's Vortex again at the restart.
All corners green. All corners green.
And Martina's coming out of the pit lane right before the leaders.
Martina's stopping on the side of the road.
Been a very poor restart for Isaac Price. He let 2 back markers get in between himself and Robin Heigerman.
Well, there was a little bit of confusion, I thought, there. I thought the safety car message came out again after the green flag was given, or before the green flag was given. So, a far more calm restart it seems this time. So Price having issues with the back markers. In 4th place for Fit Esports. See, get a bit of noise. Dakovic is trying his best to make it even more uncomfortable by getting as close as he possibly can.
And
He's
he's
got
gone.
Dakovic around! Big crash down in turn number 2. Dakovic spins around. What are you doing,
Well,
Nicky Dakovic?
that is ridiculous. He tried
What
to
are
do a
you
J-turn
doing?
with
Quite
whole host
honestly.
of traffic.
Oh, I don't know where to begin. Oh, let's slam it in reverse and try and do a spin turn in the middle of everybody twice.
That was
I don't
ridiculous.
even think, you know, a dog with one leg would have managed to do something that stupid in that situation. It's pure stupidity from Nicky Dakovic.
Nothing needs more to be said about that one. Just I was saying there's been no carnage. Carnage ensues. By the front, Koskinen does a 30.57. It's a 31.0 for Hydra. He's still in pit under that second pit stop. That's interesting. Boys, anybody got any suspicions as to why that is?
It could be he's trying to build up a gap to avoid this big gaggle of cars in the midfield. And if he if you put it under the safety car, then you would have just had a huge wall of traffic trying to get through with all that carnage, the like of which we've just seen.
Yes, I suppose that is a good point there. With the thinner tyres, they will be able to go consistently quicker, you'd think, despite the XR that they're driving. And they would if they were stuck mid-pack with full tyres and full fuel. Battle for second, third and fourth in amateur class car, stick breeding program, Hellenic Racing, and Core Amateur, Benkio driving the core car.
Mr. S in the Hellenic car has the run. Going into turn 1, they're side by side with the stick breeding program car. And Hellenic make the move and make it stick. Yes, going into turn 2 and stay ahead in third place in the amateur category. They're 12 overall at the moment.
Contact between Peace and Kistner in turn number 2. Peace actually I think has gained the position there to be 5th now for Team Byers, head of Core Pro, with Genuine Racing's Not right up behind him in the Not My Little Pony car, Dominic Angle wishes us all to remember. Nice, really nice skins out there today. But as per usual, the Genuine Racing one is actually a class above. That is still a lovely skin.
It does look very nice indeed. And I do like other skin as well, just the famous black and gold colours.
Yes, yes, it's lovely. Some lovely artwork in Live for Speed still.
And Knobs goes around Kistner.
Price is all over Hyderman. Hamilton seem to be working too well for Genuine Racing at the moment. They don't seem to have the pace that you would expect at this stage with thin tyres. And Price is all over the back of Hyderman. Hyderman struggling around with the XR. It looks... Well, they both look out of control, Sir City. That's one of the magnificent things about this track. You very, very, very rarely get a car that looks all neutral and pointy and lovely, but here goes Price around the outside as they brake for the final corner.
It's unlikely he's going to get past there, but he's going to try and get the switch back and get the run out of the hairpin.
Indeed. As they come down the main straight back marker ahead of them, he won't pay any part in this attempt. It's an overtake. Hyderman will stay you'd fancy to the left hand side. Price is thinking about going down the long way of this first kink. Oh, both of them backed off and that completely confused each other. Oh. Hyderman sticks it down the inside again, but Hyderman's going to be in the pits at the end of this lap by the looks of it. Price hitting the wall, but he's got the place. Hyderman sticks his nose in, but I don't think he's quite going to get the job done there. And that's a pass for second place. Amusingly, they both backed off and completely confused each other in turn number 1 there.
Indeed, Link could have gone
we know that Genuine Racing has some history in that corner today.
Did they? What have I missed?
They had this big crash with Virus.
Ah, okay. Right, so I see this was protested, of course.
What is it?
Yes, it was, I think. I think that
Okay.
must be the thing you're talking about.
Yeah, probably, because it was a big shunt to the virus car.
Benjamin pits from third, flies into the pits, he's going to get slowed down. Robin, there we go. Just slowed down enough, very cold and blue tyres, but he's going to pass over to Dominic Angle for the Genuine Racing XR. A bit hesitant into the pit box there, Heidemann, but there he goes into the pits. Where is he going to give Dominic Angle back the car? Won't be, of course, lower than 10th, I think, because of course they're 10th and 11th and below are a lap down. Capal into the pits as well. He was the leading amateur class car, I do believe.
Indeed, he had almost a lap as the lead in the amateur class due to the safety car and him not having pitted.
But the front Koskinen cruising away at the moment. It does seem Price seems to be trying his best to cap his lead, but I don't think it's going to happen. And that FXR looking supreme around South City with 4 supreme Finn drivers of the XR. Sancho Ranzo especially cannot contain his excitement when an FXR is mentioned. He used to mention FXR every single time he'd bring up any kind of discussion about about car choices, as we found out in the 24-hour race last year, when he wanted a bus the day before the race, which was interesting. Benjamin disconnect, Angle is in. I think they've repaired damage because they've dropped quite a fair bit back actually. Capal's caught considerably. So Genuine Racing taking the decision to repair damage. They are going to try and stretch this stint, no question about that. And they are not out of this, don't worry about that. They are still contenders for a podium today, Genuine Racing fans out there.
Side note, since we've had these technical issues and returned to SimRace TV, Twitch is actually realizing that this is not R Factor but Live for Speed.
Hooray! People still play R Factor?
Sometimes.
Hey then, everybody plays R Factor with me.
I remember Oscar and I competed even in a league together. Well, in R Factor.
Which one was that?
The V8 Supercar League by TPS.
Yeah, avoid them, they're silly.
Yes. No, maybe. If you want to have a championship with a very strange name, then you have to go there for the Tom Onslow Cole Clio Cup. Because BTCC driver Tom Onslow Cole is a sponsor for that one.
So with 2 hours and 32 minutes gone in this race, Vortex continue to lead from NX. The gap is stabilising. Getting the gap up. Oh, well, that's terrific. But it's relatively stable now. But Price has suddenly started to catch Koskinen, mainly in the final sector lap with a long back straight where you'd expect the advantage of the XR to come, and it certainly has so far for NX on the last couple of laps. Looks like we're going to get a battle for 6th position between Co-Racing Pro and Ixion Motorsports. Sim Sports.
It looks like this fort is over. This fight is over, I mean. I must say that Piston's car looks very, very thin at the front part. As if they start to form this thing into a delta wing.
Indeed. Is in fact that front right tire is pointing the wrong direction. They have to pit. By Corey, you have to pit.
So yeah, let's see when he hits. I think Christian is now realizing that he is slower than before this last hit.
Isaac Price suddenly 0.6 of a second faster on the last lap than Koskinen in the Vortex car, so NX making inroads at the moment. I mean, you have to feel for Vortex, they were cruising at the moment, and now they aren't cruising, shall we say, but still a long way to go in this race. They do look the fastest team out there today. Just got to keep it all together, lads. Kistner does pit.
leaves the pits, but he comes back up in 13th. He's fallen off the lead lap now.
But at least his car is a car again.
You're saying the Delta Wing isn't a car?
No, but this middle thing between the Delta Wing and the FZR he drove was not really a car. I mean, even the Delta Wing has, in a way, a symmetric order of tires, while what he drove earlier. Yet these, the three tires pointing, being in the right position, and then this right front, which was about 10 or 20 centimeters more inwards, more to the center than everything else.
Although the Delta Wing did of course end up with one wheel being in a far worse condition than the others when Kazuki Nakajima barged it off the road at Le Mans last year.
Yeah.
Sort of mostly missed by us. The gap at the front is actually now less than a second, so a scrappy lap. Obviously, someone from Koskinen, he's having some lag issues by the looks of it up the hill there. Suddenly his car was not where it was before.
Well, maybe if you watched the first part of this broadcast before the issues, you would say, "Oh, did he take the wrong route?" Because back then Vortex was dominant, like really unexpectedly dominant. What's with Koskinen? Koskinen slagging.
Oh dear, as I said a second ago, it looked as though he had some kind of lag issue and he has lagged out of the server.
And thereby, surprise, Inex Racing leads this race. So yeah, I'm speechless here in the country booth. NX leading in front of Infinity Sports and Team Virus, which promotes Virus, of course, on the podium position. Again, we experienced some technical issues at the end of one of our commentators. To save him, we don't name him. So what else is going on track? As we see, the car of Infinity Esports is quite a bit behind. Actually, the reason why Vortex had lost so much in comparison to the NX car was engine damage, from the looks of things. Way earlier. Oh, okay. So was it in the NDR IRC, I guess? So yeah, there was engine damage, quite some parts throughout the race, and yeah, from what I read, it was about 2 kph that they lost on the start-finish straight, so not too big of a deal. But of course, if that continues, it explains why a gap narrows down. There's a tool called MPRS. I think other tools can do it as well. They read out MPR files. And they can also read out what engine damage you get from shifting down too early. Genuine racing car, which was in second position earlier, They are now in 6th overall. So, a rundown of positions. We've got Inex in first, in front of Infinity. Team Virus third. They are the closest opponents for Inex for the overall championship. The thing is, next round gives you 1.5 times of the standard pointing scheme, so there's still some decisions open after that, after this round. However, one must admit that the lead of NX Racing is enormous. They currently lead by 46 points, and the most points you can get on a regular weekend, I think, are 52 points. So this shows you how far Team Virus leads. They are actually equal on points with the number 10 genuine racing car. So for the finale you can get 75 points for the win, plus 2 points for the pole position, plus 2 points for the highest climb, though, well, you can't get pole and highest climb in the same score. So it's more that you can at max score 77 points in the next race.
Meanwhile, it appears we've had a change third overall. James Peace in the Virus Pro car has lost out to Nobs in the genuine car, the ESR.
Yeah, the colourful car is now in front of the blue and black one.
That's the My Little Pony car that's not about ponies. Dominic Engel wants us to stress that.
Yes. Well, currently he can't listen to us because he's in the car, so knock on wood, he doesn't hear this. I mean, hear us talking continuously about My Little Pony.
Oh, we've got Martinez stationary in the middle of the road, coming up after turn 1.
He's not a viewer.
Facing the wrong way. No, he's
No.
back moving again.
He's back moving again. Yeah.
This car's had all sorts of little incidents all through the day. It ran out of fuel, but it's been a nightmare race for them.
And if you look at this car, I mean, you can tell what happened there in this corner. In turn 1 and that King, it seems like they took some very, very wrong, strange line which put them into the wall backwards, from the looks of things. And this is going to be another pit stop for them.
It would be their 5th pit stop of the day. Most others have made 2 or 3. The next round of pit stops for those who have made 2 will be coming up fairly soon, perhaps in a quarter of an hour or so.
And there's Martinez in the pit lane. Pit stops, Fernandez and Gaschi.
Fernandez picked up a drive-through penalty, speeding coming into the pit lane, which is a bad mistake to make.
Yeah, so a very eventful race for them.
Indeed, they're right up battling for the lead in the amateur class earlier, and now they're right at the tail of the field, basically.
Yeah, much bad luck involved in this. Just completed their 100th lap.
It seems Dominic Engel has dropped off the lead lap from Isaac Price, who's come and lapped him. But of course, Isaac will be in the pits relatively soon, whereas Dom has pitted fairly recently. So that will even itself out for now, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for the rest of the race.
Yeah. I mean, a lap is a lap. You don't. One doesn't get this wrong. The thing though is they are at very different points of their stints.
Exactly.
And I mean, just, well, 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, somewhere in that region, we've seen those two cars behind each other racing for position. And we've already had 2 cautions. That doesn't mean that we doesn't get another caution.
Indeed, and basically Genuine will be hoping for another safety car, so that they can break up to the tail and lead that, which they surely would, because presumably Isaac or whoever's in the NX car at the time would pit and put the Genuine car back on the lead lap. It's potentially still all to play for, but they genuinely need a bit of help, really, from other events.
So, if you now register any account transmissions from France to Spain, maybe they can affect the end of the race. I think the servers of Genuine Racing in France, if I'm not mistaken. And a certain Spanish guy already caused us some events here. You may not count out in a way Vortex. Since they didn't lose too much during their disconnection. In fact, they're still shown to me as lead lap car.
Indeed, they're in 6th position at the moment, just behind Nick Dakovic in the race order, just about a second behind. I'm seeing. In fact, it's less than that now. If you're on the track, Javansi's gonna have a look. It seems going into turn 1. Around the outside, still side by side. Dakovic holds onto the inside, but he relinquishes the position.
So that puts Vortex into 5th position.
In fact, it's 4th because James Peace has brought the Tim Barry's car into the pits.
Oh, indeed.
That's the pro car. And Robin Friscops has joined the server, so we're expecting the NX car into the pits at the end of this lap from the lead overall.
There we go with NX. And the 67 failed to serve that penalty in time.
Yeah, you get 3 laps in which to serve a drive-through penalty here. if you go past the the start finish line more than twice after being given the drive through, then it gets upgraded to a stop go. That's exactly what's happened to the LLM bus car. Meanwhile, Isaac Price brings the NX car in from the lead.
Which puts the Infinity Esports car into a brief lead. Triscop's in for Isaac.
Genuine Racing's FZR comes in, not the My Little Pony car. That's Lops has brought that one in.
Pony car that's not a pony car.
Exactly.
Correcto mundo.
Fernandez has served the stop go penalty in the LLM car, the 67, and he gets back on his way.
It's fair to say he didn't lose that much from that upgrade penalty.
Indeed, he's a long way back to start with. He's about half a lap behind the next car, which is the Green Angus Racing car, I believe.
Infinity completing the lap so that they are now Can it be that Infinity Esports already served that third pit stop?
No.
They've pitted 3 times. However, their tyres are looking like they're going to be pitting fairly soon.
Okay, just wondering.
They almost get wiped out by the last time motorsport bus.
Well, fairly interesting. I mean, we've got Infinity Esports with soon 4 pit stops, followed by Inex with 3, and also in the top 10 we've got the genuine racing car, which just had 2 to this point of time. Some blocking and unblocking of messages going on. Pit lane is quite busy. But I think it's fair to say that the racing has calmed down.
Meanwhile, our leader in the Infinity car pits. Robin Friscops comes through in the next car and resumes the lead of this race with 3 hours and 8 minutes to go. 120 laps completed. We're just over halfway.
And we take this moment for a quick break to split up the stream. We'll be back in a few seconds.